Hey, cool, peace. Kate Sparks here. Lovely to see you. Welcome back to Monday Report, where here on a Monday I jump on to my YouTube channel and I tell you what it's like to be an independent musician. What I did last week, what I'm planning to do this week coming up, giving you a little insight into my diary and what I do. So, thanks for being here. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Ka-ching, hit the bell down there. Give us a thumbs up so I can get to other people. And let's get with it. Monday Report. As always, a big thank you to the crew on Patreon, my patrons who help and support me, and you're absolutely amazing. Superb, thank you. If you'd like to find out what the crew is about, have a look at the link down below. Lots and lots of exclusive content goes on there, lots of videos, behind the scenes, deals on when records and albums are coming out, and on my back catalogue, discount codes and stuff like that. So if you'd like to find out what it's about, see if the crew's for you, and come and support me to make more things like this and more music, that'd be fantastic. So if you want to have a look, link down below. Cool, thank you. Okay, so last week the kids were back at school, which was great, so that means I got my studio back. But then, just as I was thinking it was safe to come back in the studio, the wife came calling. So we had to, I lost 2 days in the studio last week because this is what it's real life. On my channel here on YouTube, and what I try to do with Monday Report and anything that I put out, I try to do the best I can, but I do it in a realistic way. I'm not going to come on and say life is all amazingly beautiful and fantastic and everything's rosy, and because that isn't life, is it? So I was planning big things for the studio last week, but then we decided that we needed to do some things on the house and to work on some stuff that we hadn't been able to do with the kids being off. So that took priority. So that took 2 days out of my studio time, which had to be done, and that's fine, and that's what happens. But you know, that's life, isn't it? I suppose. But I still got a lot done in the studio. Still got back into the studio and got a lot done. So as I said, I wanted to plan out the studio time, to plan out for the 4th album that I'm working on now. I managed to get a few songs worked on, some demos done, and I actually managed to get 2 songs to scratch tracks that I can listen to now. So they've gone from a demo stage to a scratch track stage, which was good, and it was a real win for me because it allowed me to get from one place I felt like I was here. I've actually moved with those 2 songs, which is great. I managed to work for some other clients as well last week. Got some work done on audio and visual stuff for some clients that I work for, as well as working on some of the collaborations that I'm doing as well, which was great. So that's a massive jump forward. But as I said, it's real life, and what I do, I'm not going to come on here and say everything's rosy and I did everything, because that's not real. I didn't get to quite a few things last week, probably because I put too much on my plate, but also just because I worked too much on some other things. But if you don't have a plan, you can't change that plan, can you? It's a really important thing to have. I planned it out in my mind, planned it out. If I didn't get to it, that's fine, because I'm moving on and plan it somewhere else. So things I didn't get to were the Speechless EP mastering. I did some guitar practice, but not as much as I wanted to do. I've got myself those ideas of what I want to work on. It's just getting into that routine of doing them at certain times in the day. Started it, but didn't do as much as I wanted to. The amplitude learning curve, that didn't go any further last week because of time. And my pedal board, which is down here, that's stalled a bit as well. Didn't have time to work on that. So I got a lot done, but I didn't get as much as I wanted to do. But that's fine, you know, and I had to work around the house and do stuff which is probably more important in the sense of reality and real life, and then come back into the studio and work as well as I can. So that's cool. So all right, so this week coming up, 15th, Monday the 15th, the studio time will hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get more studio time this week. So it's really working on that plan that I've started for the 4th album, building more demos, and recording some more scratch track takes of those songs that have been demoed, listened to, and gone through the process. I'll probably leave the two songs that I did last week. I'll probably leave them for a week, do some listening on those before I move forward with them. I'm not desperate to finish them. I want to bring some others up to speed as well, because I found that works. If I rush and try and get 2-3 songs finished, that puts me, so I've got a box of, or a bin of finished songs, and then an empty bin over here with nothing, and I have to start straight from scratch again to start again. So what I've found works better is to have 3 bins in a way, so demos or ideas, and then scratch tracks, and then fully finished. So what I'll do now, I've got some scratch tracks. What I'll do is go back to that bin, get some other demos and ideas sorted and started, so I'm filling the pots up as I go. So I'm not getting to a whole, like 2 or 3 songs finished and then nothing behind, and I have to go right back to square one. I just found that works. If that comes across and that works, I don't know, but I find that works better for me, that I can build as I go instead of having boom and bust, really. But that's cool. I don't know whether that comes across. But so a lot of work, going to be working on those songs and getting the 4th album moving. Remastering the EP, the Speechless EP, that has got to come into this week. Important, because I've got a deadline for myself to put it out. So I've got to get that sorted so I can give myself some listening time and then some distribution time. Video work, something that has been dropped over the last couple of months with homeschool, is doing my guitar songs and home studios videos for my YouTube channel, and other content for the YouTube channel to try and build that. So I need to get back into that. That takes a lot of time, a lot of editing time. So I need to plan that into the studio as well. Also, I've been doing a lot of work for Patreon, for my Patreon crew, who are absolutely amazing, and I love them to bits. Lots more work on there. I think there's about 70 videos, well, they're not 70 videos on Patreon, but there's about 40 videos of 40 pieces of content on Patreon at the minute, and there's about 70 in the can, so that are planned in over the next few months. So there's lots and lots and lots and a lot more exclusive content for my crew. If you're interested, if you'd like to see what the crew's about, there's a link down below. Please go and have a look. If it's for you, join the crew and you'll be able to access all those exclusives. But so there'd be fantastic. So there'd be more work on that, video work. So that's cool. There's going to be lots of guitar practice, getting that routine and working on that. That's something that I want to refine this week. Get those targeted techniques, working on those. A lot of things I'm trying to do from guitar players out there and other musicians. I'm exploring the modes, scale modes more. I've always known them and dabbled with them, but never really been too interested in them. I'm not overly interested in them now, but I just want to expand my palette, as it were, and just understand them a bit more. I'm not really all totally into them because it's not something that excites me, but I do think that I need to expand my knowledge on that to help me to progress as a guitar player and a songwriter and a musician. But that's cool. I'm also working hard on my live streaming rig and setup. So I'm working on that. Hopefully that will get going in the next week or so. But it's working on the technology for one, but also I'm working on the practicing and the getting up to scratch and up to speed of performing those songs as well. Because a lot of the time, being a studio musician, some of the songs I've never played live. I've recorded them and recorded them as live as possible, but I've never played them live, so I still have to go back and learn how to play them. Which is quite interesting. It's quite freaky, really. But that's cool. Also, on this week coming up, on March the 19th, Friday, there's another release date on Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, iTunes, all the streaming services. The next release is from the Unfinished Business album, and that is a song called Taking Time. Great song, good rock song, country rock song, I suppose. Really like that song from the album. That's out on all good streaming services, wherever you get your music, on Friday the 19th of March. Fantastic. I hope you check it out. Okay, cool. So, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. If you do, remember to give me a thumbs up to help me to reach other people. Hit that subscribe, ka-ching, and you'll get to know when there's new videos coming for you. Until next time, have a great week, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take it easy. Peace.